Hi, everybody. It's me, LisaT, coming at you with some positive energy, reading The Language of Letting Go by Beattie. I woke up to snow today and it brightened out my whole world. I'm so happy that um, nature and higher powers and God has given me the beauty of this snowy day. Because the last bunch of days, I don't know about you guys, but day after day after day of gray weather, it was so gray and so much lack of sun that at like 9 o'clock in the morning, I did turn the lights on in my apartment. Like, oh my gosh. And day after day after day, I just started sinking into the darkness internally. But I still kept at it. And like from my road, my journey in recovery, I do know these, you know, dull nights. Like last night, I said to myself, I'm like, am I depressed? Like, what is going on here? Like, because it was just, it was day after day. But I have new dialogue inside of my head too that said to me, no, Lisa, be gentle on yourself. It's been a tough couple of weeks. Lots have happened. You have to deal with grief and people dying and all these things and bad news. And so it's okay. Like, of course, we're not going to be like, although I want that consistently. My psyche, my subconscious, my old Lisa doesn't know how to doesn't used to not know how to go through the ups and downs. A down was so down. And so anyways, my point is that um that even though it was like a tough time, I did have a knowing. Not my head wasn't always chattering about it, but I had a knowing that this is all for good and it's going to turn out okay and everything will be okay and everything is okay and I'm okay and I can let it all go. The Language of Letting Go by Beattie. Okay. So, empowerment, December 10th. You can think. You can make good decisions. You can make choices that are right for you. You can think. You can make good decisions. I can make good decisions. I can make choices that are right for me. Say those words back to yourself. I can think. I can make good decisions. I can make choices that are right for me. If you said that over and over, you would just automatically start doing that. Making good choices for yourself. You would. It's body follows mind. I share that with my clients all the time. Body follows mind. Dis-ease in our bodies. I'm going to go way off on a tangent here. Dis-ease in our bodies. It's dis-ease. It's where there's lacking ease and flow. There's a lack of ease and flow. Autoimmune diseases, those especially, I talk about this stuff with my clients all the time. So autoimmune diseases especially, I am 100% belief of an emotional charge that has not been resolved inside the body. So because the body's attacking itself, it is saying this is not safe when things are safe. Nothing is safe. Nothing is safe. That's an attack. Which if we have trauma in our bodies, in our minds, in our journey, then that will be, I know that from walking through it. The world was unsafe everywhere I saw. So our cells are responding to what we are thinking and feeling. The brain and the guts are completely 100% one unit connected. And so yeah, we actually, with our thoughts and our feelings and emotions, we have the ability to sort of control. I hate to say this, like I'm hesitating, but we have the ability to influence, there's a better word, influence what's happening in our bodies. So if you have trauma that is unresolved, I mean, watch out for cancer, lupus, Lou Gehrig's, myasthenia gravis disease. These diseases, they will, I've seen it manifest. I've worked with clients where we start talking about emotional stuff and then like things start to change. With me, it starts to change with the muscle. So as soon as the muscles can let go and then the body can start, operating in a more sustainable, healthy way that's full of positivity, people start to feel better. So I'm not saying I helped anyone get rid of their lupus or anything. I'm not saying that. I'm helping with the muscle tension so that then they can deal with all that stuff. So empowerment. So my whole point of that share was saying what we're saying to ourselves. I can make good decisions. I can make choices that are right for me. If we say that over and over, it will manifest. So yes, we all make mistakes from time to time, but we are not mistakes. I've done some bad things in my life, but I've had to learn that doesn't mean I'm bad. I thought that I had attached onto that belief. Well, I'd done bad things, so I am bad. No, I've done bad things. Doesn't mean I'm bad. I have made mistakes. We learn from our mistakes. Doesn't mean I'm a mistake. I have to work on that. Still pretty hardcore. It's core stuff. It goes right down to like early messages we received as children. So we can make mistakes from time to time, but we are not mistakes. We can make a new decision that takes new information into account. Well, now I have new information. I can make a new decision. Most of my regret and self blame and guilt and stuff comes from a decision I made in the past. Then I gained new information weeks, months later, and when I got that new information, then I tortured myself for that bad decision I made in the past. But it wasn't until I got the new information that I was able to then to look at an old decision and go, oh, I should have done better. I know better, all that stuff. So in this moment, no, I didn't have the information I have now in the moment I made that decision. So uh, with new information, then we make new decisions. Our life is a lot like Groundhog Day. Some of the same lessons happening over and over and over. It just looks a little different, but it's the same juice underneath. It's the same muck underneath. It's the same message. It's the same context of learning, and we learn through our mistakes. So we can make new decisions based on new information. So we get new information, we start making new decisions. Then we, make some more choices and maybe make a mistake, but then we get new information from that mistake, and then we can make new decisions. Anyways, I won't go off on that one. Okay, here we go. We can change our minds from time to time, and that's our right to. Of course, we're going to change our minds. Our thoughts and feelings and needs and wants are shifting all the time. I'm sure there's some like core, one of my core needs is a roof over my head on a snowy day. Well, that's provided. But these other needs in relationships and stuff, they kind of weave and flow. So we can change our mind from time to time, and that's our right to do so. We don't have to be intellectual to make good choices. In recovery, we have a gift and a goal available to each of us. This gift is called wisdom. You know how people get wisdom? Through a ton of life experiences and a ton of mistakes. So other people can think too. And that means we no longer have to feel responsible for other people's decisions. I was just talking to a friend 20 minutes ago about this. I said, she was explaining, she was asking for help, and she wanted me to help her navigate through this situation with a family member. And she was saying, well, I can't say that because then they'll react like this, and I'm not going to, so I can't be truthful about that because that person will then do this. And I was like, oh my God, stop trying to control someone else's reaction by lying to yourself and lying to them. So we are not responsible for someone else's reactions or responses. That's up for them. We have to just continue honoring ourselves and being true with ourselves. Other people can think too. And that means we no longer have to feel responsible for other people's decisions. That also means we are responsible for our choices. We can reach out to others for feedback. We can ask for information. We can take opinions into account, but it is our task to make our own decisions. Take a little bit of that. That's what I've learned before. I used to put all of it. I'd ask one person, and whatever they said, I was like, okay, I'll do it. Now I've learned. I ask this person, that person, this person, this person. I take a little bit of what they said, a little bit of what they said, and then I figure out what feels good for me. So we can take that information and we can take opinions into account, but it is our task to make our own decisions. It is our pleasure and right to have our own opinions. We are each free to embrace and enjoy the treasures of our own mind, intellect, and wisdom. It's a party in there. I challenge you, if you're bored, go inside, look at your mind, your intellect, your wisdom, everything you've been through. I'm entertained by myself all the time. And I think that's why, because I'm really in tune. I enjoy the mind. I enjoy the intellect. I enjoy figuring things out. And I enjoy looking at what's happened and figuring out how I can do better. So we are each free to embrace and enjoy the treasure of our own mind, intellect, and wisdom. Here's your prayer for today. Yee! I like this reading. Okay, here we go. Today, I will treasure the gift of my mind. I will do my own thinking, make my own choices, and value my opinions. I will be open to what others think, but I will take responsibility for myself. I will ask for and trust that I am being guided by divine wisdom. Amen. One more point on that too. Be careful if someone ever says, you should do this, and then you just do it. Because if it turns out wrong, guess what? You're going to have a really easy target to blame. So we don't want to blame others for our decisions. So make it your own. Amen. Namaste. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you like this video and that you're on the journey with me. I love you all. Go on having an amazing day honoring all of this. Love you. Bye.